YouTube's live, and we're playing something non-red. We're going to get back to a bunch of red, don't worry. Just needed a little more. We talked to Evan the other day, and he had a great success with Grixis, and we decided to play Esper. Anyway, just forget that. It's an experiment. We'll see how this does. I do like some good fairies, and we're going to probably be hitting up the red prison here maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, which is Tuesday. No promises. So we grabbed a list. We looked at Control Esper, and we looked at a Luris Esper list. Not trying to do Reanimator, putting that off to the side. Reanimator's for another day. And we found actually a Cute Bunnies list that was a Luris build. And then I knew that I liked the Fairies and Shinobi from Last God. These are two viewers of our stream frequently in and around our Discord community and here live. They're both in chat right now. I kind of decided to mishmash them. Now, Last God typically plays more of a Sultai Shinobi list with your Ice Fangs and kind of getting in that way. But I do like a good fairy list as well. And there was some interest in Esper Faeries. So we arrived at this, dropped the Luris, and kind of went full ham here with the Fallen Shinobis. Thought about playing some Teferis, like the big one, the Jaces, maybe Liliana, and went, nah, let's keep it pretty clean here. We can play some Teferi Time Ravelers in here because we don't have the Luris, but in general, let's keep it to the low end of the curve. Modern is a quick format after all. And then we beefed up the sideboard a little bit, made some guesses at what we're going to maybe run into. And yeah, we'll just see. We'll see. This felt appropriate, even though it's not a red prison list. A little discussion as well happened that a lot of cards that are being spoiled, we won't say what they are, but they are making us very nervous for red prison. So in honor of red prison, and actually where Control seems to be now taking a prison style, prison being a subset of Control, we're starting to see chalices show up, and so we'll play the full four here to honor our red prison for a battle, a league, if you will. What's up, Zale? How's it going? So, we're going to be playing fairies tonight. We've got the Spell Stutter Sprites and the Bitter Blossoms, and then Fallen Shinobi to dash in, or rather ninjutsu in, a ability that is becoming prevalent again in the most recent set. So it felt appropriate with some of the spoilers coming out, though we won't talk too much about those. That ninjutsu, let's go ahead and play around with it. And this might give you a shell potentially for some of your favorite ninjutsu cards that you might be seeing in the latest set if you're into brewing. Otherwise, the shell is pretty similar to most Esper lists. We're going to Fairies and Archmage Charms. We've got an extra Kaya's Guile in here instead of maybe a utility card. The idea is that would give me a spirit, something that flies evasive, and we can maybe get the Shinobi going. Deep down, we thought about the dress down. We cut those. Deep down in my heart, I am going to Archmage Charm end step with Teferi out, steal a construct, attack, bounce it, getting rid of it, and get a Fallen Shinobi in play. That is the dream tonight. Take an Urza's Saga token from Archmage Charm and bash in for the full value of Fallen Shinobi. Spreading Seas has been very popular. This is great against Tron. It's great against some of those Saga lists. We're not going to mainboard it. We're going to see how it does coming out of the sideboard. Got a few fun Emrakuls in here too. We ended up losing to this Promised End. I want to play it some, and we got Anti-Mill in case Blitz shows up as well. So I think we're basically covered in terms of what we've got going on here. We have a few splashes for red and for black in here, or sorry, green. And this is just to make Prismatic Ending that much better. Eliminates in here instead of something like a Fatal Push. Although Fatal Push would kill some of the smaller creatures, we do have to kill some of the larger creatures as well. A couple Dams were considered. We opted for just Supreme Verdicts out of the sideboard, but Dam wouldn't be bad either, being that it can be played at 2 and just hit something, or at 4 and board wipe. Memory Delusion here, I think we mentioned this, but this is a fixed Dig Through Time, fits well. Kind of just ignore it, and it's these 59 with this to help with some selection when we get there. Snapcasters abound. We're going to be flashing back some spells, and I think that covers everything. I'm done talking. You're done listening. Let's go play a round of Magic. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy whatever day this goes live on YouTube. Let's win some matches here. We'll get League 1 out of the way, and then we'll talk about League 2, which could be repeat, could be Red Prison, could be mono colorless. Who knows? What's up, Slayerfall? How's the frog going? There you go. There's a green name. Slayerfall. No, Ice Up had a green name too. We were talking about the names, not too many colors. A lot of people love them reds and oranges, which I got to get my stuffed animals back in here from the guest. What else is magical? Fluffy Wolf? We don't talk about Fluffy Wolf. We only talk about Fluffy Wolf 2. Yeah, look at them follower emotes. Look at the little orange dude. I don't know what it is, but it was a little orange dude and it gives people a chance to love and hype and all that. I think there was like a hello one in there as well, isn't there? Yeah, like a wave. Hello. Let's play some Magic. We'll see what happens. Zaphod Beeble Brox. First opponent. Ooh, all right. We got a basic swamp in here. A little rough, but we have kind of the things going on. I think we're going to keep this, even though Counterspell is just a no-go right now. Everything else doesn't look that bad. And this Triome gonna really mess them up here. Hopefully get the Bitter Blossom down. It's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy character? Oh, it was just a default breeding pool off this Ancient Strains. It's a weird combination of things. I do like new ninjas. I do. Eliminate's not bad. We'll just lead with a Bitter Blossom, see what we can get going here. Maybe they'll shock in, dash in Monkey or something like that. We'll deal with Monkey in due time. There's that breeding pool. Does shock in. Ren and 6 maybe? Chart a course. All right, we played the fairies. We're playing against, I don't know what we're playing against. Raging Ravine. Ancient Stirring. Okay. It's fine. That's not a bad draw, considering I've got nothing else going on. Let's continue. So we did go up to 24 lands. I've been a little nervous to play anything lighter than 24. There's an Ancient Stirrings. I almost want to go for this. I mean, they ditched a Raging Ravine. Whatever. We'll save the Spell Stutter for something really disastrous. Breeding Pool again. My opponent is the Mono-Teamer list. We're really not entirely sure what is happening here. That's fine too. I almost want to just throw the Snapcaster in and start beating down my opponent. They shocked in their breeding pool. I don't feel like I counter any of this. Countryside Crusher. Oh, the one that has a billion lands? I don't really know what's happening here. Let's just flash in a Snapcaster, get the beats on. Okay. Now we have Counterspell up, hitting for 3. Next turn, if we draw a land, I don't even know if I'm supposed to Shinobi, honestly. Teamer cantrips, yeah, with Ancient Stirrings here. The Ancient Stirrings, I think, is what's confusing me here. Shocks in. They went up to 4 mana and they shocked in. I'll play my land and I'll attack. I don't think I Shinobi, unfortunately, here. This just looks like 5, 6, 7, 8 would put them to 1. Or I can leave Counterspell plus Spell Stutter Sprite. It's probably just smarter to Counterspell, Spell Stutter Sprite. I want a Shinobi, but let's get a win here. I have no idea what my opponent's doing. You make gifts. We would return one thing. It wouldn't be lethal, they'd be at 1. Gifts will tell me a little bit more, and I'm feeling pretty confident the combination of spell stutter plus counter spell should be able to get us to a game number 2 here. Oh, not Ninjaning. Yes, yes. I thought you were saying this. We were like, nope, off by 1. You are correct. I do want to see what this is going to get them, though. My opponent is interested in Kamigawa as well, playing a Gifts Ungiven here in 2022. Yeah, we have 2 counter spells and lethal on board. You're correct. And I mean, if they kind of, dare I say, burned all of their stuff to kill some things or whatever, I could flash in Spell Stutter at end step and then attack, and it's lethal. My opponent concedes after Gifts Ungiven, thinking and getting nothing. Okay, I have no idea what my opponent's doing. Does anyone have a guess? I would say Reanimator, but Teamer doesn't usually reanimate out of the graveyard. Maybe Prismatic Ending's really bad. We didn't see anything tiny. Teamer Storm? Like, am I just bringing in maybe Dovins and maybe like a Chalice on 1 or something? Do I bring in Torox just to make them discard? I don't think I bring in the Spreading Seed. I think it's just like this stuff. Out with this. I was going to say, Chalice on 1 is like tempting to maybe get the last one in here and like take 1 Kaya's Guile out, but then their graveyard might be important. So maybe I take an Eliminate out. Could like take an Eliminate and bring 1 more Chalice in. I mean, they didn't seem to play many creatures, right? Ancient Stirrings, Find Lands, Gifts Ungiven. I'll keep 1 in. I could even like not worry about it too much and bring like a Torok in or something like that. Take the last Eliminate out, or bring 1 Prismatic Ending in for something like Blood Moon or some nasty enchantment that we're not aware of just yet. This last Eliminate's like staring at me in the face. I think we'll Turok instead. I'm not really sure. Not sure what the correct play is here. Turok's a little hard to get the double down on it, but we'll see. We'll see. This hand looks great. Chalice on 1 or Bitter Blossom here with Archmage Charm not quite there. Archmage Charm, a difficult card for us to cast, but we can get it. We'll get what we need. But yeah, this opening hand, I just throw a Chalice down, right? Do it off these 2 lands, probably. Liquimetal Scepter? Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Karn's a jank? Could be. Was Teamer in colors? I'm feeling like the Chalice is decent. We saw only 1 drop, Serum Visions and Ancient Stirrings, so you have to believe that Chalice probably has some weight here. Kamigawa seems to be giving Enchantress a lot of support. Possibly, possibly. Possibly is. Who knows? We're going to keep this hand. Cool. All you, buddy. Wooded Foils. Fetches. Steam Vents. Serum Visions. There's those 1-drops. Kind of watch where these draws. 1 top, 1 bottom. Well, Veto is tasty. Fiery Islet. Our opponent converted to blue-red. I think I still go for the Chalice. If they've got the counter, that's fine. I've got counters to follow afterwards. See if a Chalice resolves. Is it charm? The answer is no. Interesting. Is it charm? What is happening? Basic forest. Ancient stirrings. Jeez. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just going to keep calling the cards. I'm almost tempted to just leave Kaya's Guile open here. Scalding Tarn's found. They use Ancient Stirrings as a way to find lands. All right, no Kaya's Guile. We're going for Chalice number 2. You got another counterspell, opponent? Got another one? Yep. Well, couldn't pay for that anyway. Got pierced. Chalice on 1, definitely worth it. Opponent's gonna have 4 mana here. Scalding Tarn is played. All right, I'm gonna leave some action open here. They gifts last time. Might counter at gifts if they do it again here. My question is, do we think they would put 2 things into the graveyard only? Or are they gonna let me do this? Like, pick it for them? Like, can I give them crap and then, like, Kaya's Guile the graveyard away, and that way I don't have to spend the Dovin Veto? I want to get, like, more value out of this Kaya's Guile than I probably should be trying to do. The Dovin Veto is probably just smarter. Yeah, no one knows. I'm just asking rhetorical questions. Let's let them. Let's let them. I'm going to try to get so much value out of this Kaya's Guile when they put 2 things in the graveyard, and then I'm just boom, suck them up. Be like delicious. Let's see 4 cards. I just don't, with what I'm seeing, like, is it Charms, Ancient Stirring, Serum Vision? I imagine they're gonna select 4 cards here, but I'm not following. It is a combo deck, that's for sure. That's almost guaranteed. That's why I almost feel like they might try to put 2 things in the graveyard. They're thinking a lot about this too. They're like deep in the tank, but I let this resolve. It's like, this is what I think they're supposed to be doing. They should boom, boom, snap these off exactly what they need. All right, what the heck is going on? We have a Noxious Revival. We have a Snappy. We have a Spellweaver Helix. We have a Time Stretch. All right, so we're trying to put Time Stretch on Spellweaver Helix. So, I think I'm going to put Spellweaver and Time Stretch, and when they Noxious Revival, I'm going to Kaya's Guile and hope. But do I do this? I can't do this now because they're gonna Noxious. All right, they got to untap. They play the land. Now I'm not feeling so good. That's fine though. We kind of have an inkling of what's going on here, so we'll just play when we need to. Spellweaver Helix is a way that we try to do Worldfire occasionally. Misty. I feel like if they go for the Noxious Revival, they're drawing. Draw 2 cards and discard a card unless you attacked. Well, you can do that. I'm not going to interact with you just yet. Discard Steam Vents. Strike it rich. None of these cards matter. They haven't done the Noxious Revival. I'm just going to take the cards back. We're going to pass. We're going to give it back to them. I want them to Noxious Revival here. They didn't. All right. We'll just sit here. Draws a card. All right. Less mana. Breeding Pool. Does not shock in. I don't know what I'm doing, chat. Triome. Go. I mean, I feel like I could let them Noxious Revival and then just Dove and Veto the card that they try to do as well, and then worry about the graveyard. I guess then they have a Snapcaster Noxious Revival, and that's dangerous. Go for it, opponent. It's gonna casually not do anything. Now I can, I could Kaya's Guile plus Dove and Veto now. They've given me a lot of time. There's an Academy Runes. That's a pretty nasty card if I do say so. Let's get the other Triome out of here. All right, now we're just playing a game of who's gonna blink first here. This doesn't look good? I don't know. I think it looks okay. Who's blinking first? Not this guy. I don't blink. Have you ever seen me blink on stream? Didn't think so. I mean, we're not applying pressure, so my opponent doesn't feel obligated to do anything here. I don't feel obligated to do anything either. There's a chalice. That could be worth it. We did that. 1, 2, 3, 1. I think I try this. See if my opponent would like to interact with us. They didn't even flashback Strike It Rich. You know, my opponent's playing tight Magic here. They got the combo. I don't even see, okay, so they time stretch here and takes extra turns. We haven't even found what they're trying to do. Like they can do that a bunch. That's great. So what? So they're gonna smack me with Snapcaster a whole bunch of turns? What is the final line here? Something inside with a Karn? It could be. Just go get like a Worm Coil or Knowledge Pool or a boat or something, right? That could beat down pretty quick. Wonder if there's like an argument to not even trying to Kaya's Guile if they go after the graveyard here with the Academy Runes. Yeah, it could be anything. Opponent's deep in the tank and we're just deep in the tank with them having no idea what's going on. Remands. Okay. I think I let Remand happen and I just passed the turn here, keeping counter spells up. I'm very nervous to try to do Kaya's Guile in response to Academy Runes here. There's a Snapcaster. So what? Okay. Goes after Is It Charm? Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. You got it. You got it. Absolutely. All right, Cruel Ultimatum just hit the bin, and we have a time stretch again. We're going to pass turn, letting them untap. This Snapcaster is not here. I'm going to get rid of a Bitter Blossom. Okay. Wouldn't mind one more mana. I feel like we have to fight over this. Yeah, you can have it engineered on 0. That's fine. They're thinking about my Chalice. Fost, what's up? 10 months. 10 months. All right. Let's try a Bitter Blossom. That shouldn't be that scary, right? Exactly. Now I have Dove Veto plus a Spellstutter Sprite. The Spellstutter Sprite's obviously a little bit weaker, as it only counters for 2, assuming it doesn't get removed. But Dove Veto is kind of what we're banking on here right now. And if the Bitter Blossom gets going here a little bit, it will put pressure on my opponent. I don't even know if Shinobi's very good in this matchup. Granted, I could hit a time stretch and be like, woohoo, Shinobi, wham, wham, wham. Engineered Explosive does kill my little tokens. We'll make do, we'll make do. I feel like they almost have to have like 2 Spellweavers to make this work. And Spellweaver is a 3-drop, so if I can get like a token here, it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, Cruel Ultimatum. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. We don't care. Discards 3 cards. We care. And then loses 5 life. You return a creature card from your graveyard. Draw 3 cards and gain 5 life. Woo! Man, some spicy stuff on a pretty cheaply costed card when you think about it. 7 mana to do all that. Spicy. The difficulty of casting this is really hard when you have no black mana. Opponent's in the tank here on the end step again. Big time tank here. I'm thinking. I wonder if there's a... I mean, I don't think my opponent can really do too much at instant speed, right? With a Spellweaver. Maybe I fire this off this time. We've been thinking, doing kind of a whole lot of nothing. Maybe it's time. I mean, I guess when I respond, they get to Academy Runes or Noxious Revival. Maybe that's a bad idea. The idea was great. Then we thought about it for a second. All right, they go for Spellweaver here. So if this happens, they're probably going to get this, right? So I just have to Dove and Veto this. Okay. Now what? You got another one? That's 2 of them down. No follow-up. Really good for us. All right. Bitter Blossom making tokens. Got to land. Play down the Chalice on 1. We have a Kaya's Guile and a Spellstutter to follow this. That resolved. Ooh. Woo-hoo. Okay. They might pop the EE here. They pop the EE. I'm almost tempted to just go for the Guile here. So EE's popped. We lose a Fairy Rogue token and our Chalice. I think that's okay though. They lost their treasure token. Really want them to Noxious Revival here and Ikaya Guile. I'll let them hit me. That's fine. Nice and slow and steady. Nothing crazy here. It's a land. They don't shock it in. All right, we'll just untap. Make a token. Now I'm not doing anything. All right. This is probably the turn where we interact with them. So they go Academy Ruins to get back Spell Weaver. So I believe this is where I need to interact. So if I do 3 mana, I have 2 and 2 left over, which can be Snap, Dove and Veto, or just a straight Archmage Charm. So let's go ahead and interact. White, black, and then all of these make blue, if I recall. And so I want something with a little more white in it. So let's do this. So each opponent sacrifices, exile graveyards. Do I want to gain some life? Yeah, sacrificing graveyards. All right. Right now, Spell Stutter hurts for 3, which is notable. A Force of Negation pitching Charta Course. I can counter this back if I want to. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's got to be a Spell Stutter Sprite. And go for it here. They have Noxious plus 3 unknown cards. I think fighting over this is worth it because the Spellweaver is probably what they need. Now they can Noxious Revival to get it and put it on top. But we're like representing another counter spell. And I think it's good to represent. It's interesting that they forced and they didn't pay for it. But I can also pay for a few things here. There's an Is It Charm. Deals 2 damage to a target creature. So now that doesn't work. Well, janky cards got ya. We're in main phase. We're going to cast this. So they get rid of a Ancient Stirrings and a Cruel Ultimatum. We have Noxious and 2 unknowns. There's Ancient. Cruel. All right. Sacrifice a creature, discards 3 cards, and loses 5 life. Let's hold on to Shinobi. We're gonna go the distance with Shinobi here. Go in the distance. There's a Steam Vents. Actually, I'm dead, aren't I? Oh, they have another Ancient Stirrings. Okay. All right, we kind of know what's going on here. Prismatic Ending looking a little bit better. Dove and Veto definitely okay. Turok, I don't think I want that this time. Kaya's Guile is actually having some value here. Yeah, it's a neat combo. It is. That it is. I think we're okay. We know what we need, and we just need to be a little quicker out of the gate. Let's play first. This hand looks great. We'll keep. Here we go. Doing their Chart of Course Serum Visions probably again. Teferi messes their combo up. A shock and a breeding pool. All right, not quite there on the Archmage Charm, but close. We'll see if we can get Teferi into play here. I'm going to just Snapcaster in here. We're going to just start beating down. The idea here is that they need a lot of time, and with the cards I have in hand, I can counter and prevent some stuff. So I'd rather just mess with them here. If I can. We'll do the same thing. End step, Snapcaster, continue the beatdowns. Got a Dovin Veto to interact with our opponent. Yeah, Teferi will just beat it. I just need a point when they don't have Izzet Charm up. Counter of my opponent's choice. Well, they had Remand as well. But yeah, Teferi really messes them up. Unless they have a way to get rid of Teferi. And they could. You have to imagine they have some removal pieces or something like that. The Stomping Ground tapped. Strike it rich. Could attempt a Spell Stutter on this. I think I'm going to. Mess up their mana base a little bit here. That way I probably can get the Teferi down now. They might have Spell Pierce. What do we think? Do they have a Spell Pierce? Do I go for this? That's true. They could have a Force. I probably have no real reason to, and I'm just going to go Snapcaster Dovin again. Upside's worth it? Possibly. We are going to be hitting for 5 a turn as well. Let my opponent try to do something here. Maybe I can Archmage Charm as a Chart of Course. That's fine. Discards Violent Ultimatum. Tapped land. Let's go ahead and throw a Snapcaster into the party here. Hitting for 5. Now that we have enough mana to do this, I can Teferi and Dovin Veto or Archmage Charm. I can also just sit here probably and not do either and be pretty okay. So we'll just sit and be happy with our lives. They haven't looked to kill anything, and having 2 sort of counterspell style things feels pretty good. We can make blue, 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 and then blue, white. Getting aggressive here. Getting aggressive. There is a Fury. Pitched an Izzet Charm to do this. I think we interact with this. Attempt to counter. This seems like a help. Gotta kill this stuff before it kills me. Mystical Disputes this. All right. We'll say no to that. We'll let this happen. I got 1 more card out of their hand. They'll kill, kill, kill. By the way, Fury is a way to get rid of the Teferi. Okay, board is wiped. A veto target? Maybe. Maybe I goofed. Maybe I did. This is our veto target right here. There we go, and uptick. All right, up we go. We don't have any more cards. Should have their stuff kind of locked down. They had to use a Fury because we were beating them down. Feeling okay with the Teferi in play. We'll see how it plays out here. Opponent's got 6 minutes on their clock. Very strange list we're playing against. Just uptick past turn. Ancient Stirrings, looking for another land, probably. Puts no cards into their hand with Ancient Stirrings. They missed, apparently. Going up, play our Polluted Delta for a fetch. We're trying to make sure Teferi is high enough that it doesn't die to a Fury. Ooh, Evan's raiding. What's up, Evan? That's an early raid. Couple Strike It Riches. How to go with the Esper Mentor. One, two, three. Let's go ahead and cycle. Snapcaster's not a bad one. Pass the turn. Esper Mentor, very bad. Blue Moon, very good. So, on the whole, night was decent. Another Strike It Rich. My opponent is very rich. Let's try to Snapcaster here. Archmage Charm. We're going to draw. What's cool is I get to do all this because of good old Teferi protection. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. You played against Red Prison. That's what I'm talking about. Chalice on 3? Probably on 0 and 3. That is at least the intention here. I want to put it on probably 0 because we saw Engineered Explosives. I could have bounced Snapcaster. I could have done that. I'm not so used to the powers that be of blue mages. I do need a edumacation. And for 2 pass turn. All right, they're at 5. 4 minutes on the clock. They concede. All right, it was enough. Definitely could have bounced the Snapcaster. Then you have the Snap plus maybe the Dovin Veto. We don't have like a whole lot in the graveyard for the Snapcaster, but definitely a line. We're going to draw a land into Teferi, Kaya's Guile. So really, we just had to beat down with the Snapcaster, honestly. We just weren't getting a whole lot. Interesting matchup. We take it 2-1, 1-0 overall. Fairies are going to do it tonight. Got to hang out with Twitch chat. The night was awesome. There you go, Donnie. Donnie knows what Twitch is all about. Evan. When are we going to have a stream together again? I can't suggest things. Every time I do, it's a bad thing. But we have like Duck Game. We have Dead Cells, which I guess one person would just kind of be watching, but could chat. We have Magic. We have, I don't know, what else do we have? We have things. I do try that, Burnt. I do try. Oh, how did the game go last night, Evan? The spiky glass crystals. That's what I saw. Whoa, Zigo. Whoa. Yes, 2 Emeralds. I'm waiting for Blitz to show up. When Blitz shows up, I'm going to be like, check it out, Blitz. This is for you. Do a cooking stream together? This is Fallen Shinobi. No Risens, only Fallens. We don't have the one that climbs yet. Cooking stream. I mean, I made I put it in the creative section here. This past weekend, I made some cream puffs. I made some cream puffs. They're pretty good. They're all gone now. They're tasty. I learned the way of the cream puff. A mean frozen pizza? What? You mean this cast iron pizza from scratch? Look at that frozen pizza. It's cast iron, a little crusting, jalapenos and pepperoni. What's this one land? Get out of here. Not doing. What is this one land? I put 2 extra lands in. Now we're not drawing them. All right. Keep Shinobi and I guess a land. Eliminate spicy. Look at this. This is sweet art too. Oh my gosh, I'm against the same stuff again, right? It's this Ancient Stirring Spellweaver list again. It's not Tron. Spreading Seas are in the sideboard for this matchup. Well, it's not a land. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm playing against. It's Pygonti. Snap. What's... I'm not familiar with this person. Dang it. Dang it. Power plant. No. Oh boy. How can I put them off the scent here? Let's do Triome. Triome into Triome, right? That's how we do it. Game 2, let's go. Hold. What if I counter this Chromatic Star? Oh, mine. There we go. Let's let them know what's up. A little spell stutter. Whoop. Whoop. Got him. My 20 turn clock. Look at this beautiful card. Look at that beautiful card. Oh, relic. Relic. I might even prismatic ending that. So they don't get a draw here. Let's shock in. There you go. Let's attack for 1. I think I get rid of that. I know it's kind of crazy, but I think I do it. Get it out of here. I don't want to draw from you. Eliminated. Yeah, if I get a Shinobi off the top, this game is like off to the races. Just saying. Oh, there's a mine. Shinobi right here. I'm going to fetch. We're going to fetch. Heightened chance to get the Shinobi. Shinobi. It's really not a Shinobi there. It was close though. It's summoning the power of Shinobi through the swamp. No, Ancient Stirrings, go away. No tower, please. Oh no, tower was revealed. All right, I think we have one shot at this. One shot, one opportunity. This worm coil's not that scary. That's really problematic. But I could kill that. I have to float the mana now, don't I? Man, I really hate getting this triumph because that's a mountain. Is that every land? That's every land. All right, but I'm going to eliminate this. No, 3 or less. Eliminate is not Doomblade. All right, so Spreading Seas coming in. Dovin Vetoes. Not bad, not bad. Get those in here too. You love the aesthetic card choices. Mana Traders gives me a lot of these, but I did end up grabbing these just for some good spiciness. Eliminate your fairy. Eliminate should just be Fateful Absence, probably. If I fetched, I could have avoided having a... I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea. All right, Kaya's Guile's not feeling very tasty here. All my counter magic's probably needed. Eliminates can go probably 2. We can drop a Prismatic. Chalice is all right, so I'll probably keep those. Torque's really hard for us to get the discard part. I kind of want to try this. Yeah, I think this is good enough. This is good enough. We know what we're going against. No Emrakul. All right. We'll keep this lovely starting hand here. We'll go get that like Triome or something. Let's begin, shall we? We'll get the Triome with white in it. There's the map. That's a good one. Let's go ahead and Bitter Blossom. Let's get that churning here. This is our clock. We'll then Spreading Seas, and we'll go from there. Oh, a Blast Zone. It's kind of a nasty card. Torp Orb. Torp Orb. Who do they think they are? What if I stole the map right now? My map. Stolen. You don't give me something, you don't get something. Done. Traded. Ha! Extra map. Ha! Can't Snapcaster Archmage Charm that one. Oh well. I also am not going to Spreading Seas a power plant here. We're yielding to this. Fetchy lands. Attack. Pass turn. Where's Shinobi? All right. Spellstar Sprite looking pretty not good. Did they not get this? All right, let's go ahead and fetch for starters here. Get the Triome out of here. Let's go ahead and pop Expedition Map. Why not? Let's grab, I don't know, Castle Vantress isn't a bad card to draw for us, so we'll just take that. That's good. Bitter Blossom doing its thing. Dovin Veto's not a bad pickup here. Spreading Seas plus Dovin Veto up. Spell Stutter not that powerful right now. Blast Zone could go up to 2. This is fine if they do that. Extra Spell Stutter. It's fine because of this. Yeah, we'll lose our Bitter Blossom if they do that, but that's fine. Go on up to 2 if you want to. Is the Bitter Blossom the famous Outback app? I'm not following. Yes. No. Maybe. Oh, stone. That's a bit dangerous. I feel like I hit this. The bloomin' onion. All right. Well, this is a very interesting, I suppose, turn here. Snapcaster spell stutters are all shut off. I could just castle. I think that's okay. We'll just play into castle. Play the Bitter Blossom? Yeah. I don't think so. We could flash in all the threats too. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could put 8 on the battlefield. Torp Orb doing a lot to us. Expedition map has been found. I either castle looking for a counter spell, or I throw everything in here and hope to rip one off the top. I'm hitting for 4, then 5, then 6, so it's 3 turns. If I do this, it's 2. It's probably castle time. All right. I mean, isn't it a little bit of a 2-turn clock anyway? Because I can then flash everything in if they don't have anything here. They might put Blast Zone up to 2, but I doubt that for the Torp Orb. Like, this is a 2-turn clock then, right? 5 and then plus 4. That's 9. Never mind. Castle was done. We didn't hydrate, but I posture checked. All right. Mine here. Lots of mana. What are you going to do with lots of mana here? Ancient Stirrings. I think I have to let that one go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can find Ulamog. They find Great Creator. Do they just have Ulamog? They have Ulamog. I mean, I have to counter this, right? Or am I drawing 2 to find Shinobi? It is probably a counter. They found, what, Karn the Great Creator? I think it's a counter, though. Counter, maybe put, like, Snapcaster into play. Reasonably similar clock in terms of racing. 2 turns from here. Yeah, I can't, well, I can Sprite, it just doesn't do anything here. Opponent's got a lot of mana here. We've probably seen Karn the Great Creator plus something else. It could be Bridge. They'd have to get rid of the last 2 cards. It could also be like a decent sized Walking Ballista. Snaring Bridge, okay. Well, we have a way to get around this bridge. Right now, they need to get rid of something else. They play another land, and they have this card, which is, what? Sylvan Scrying? So they have 1 card in their hand. 1, 2... Oh, they fail to find. Okay. Well, Scrying. Bottom, bottom. I don't think there's anything at 2 that would help me here. So I think I have to take the natural draw. Like Teferi's good. Teferi is good. Teferi is great. We're going to game 3. Teferi's good. Scry the lands at the bottom. Thanks, Expedition Map. All right. Holy crap. All right. Feeling like another Prismatic Ending is probably better than this Chalice. Even though the Chalice on 1 is really pretty decent. Get wrecked. More like I almost got wrecked. Torp Orb really eating us for lunch there. Just the 1 of Chalice here. Spreading Seas Counterspell. I'm on the draw. That was impressive. That was lucky. That's what that was. That was lucky. That's true. Charm, draw 2, and we attack. That's true. As long as they didn't get anything that was instant speed or something. You are correct. Torok's really hard to do the other side of it, and it's more for protection of white type of things and spells. Like if we run into a lot of Solitudes in another control matchup, I'm not feeling it so much here. Well, we have a Bitter Blossom. We have a Bitter Blossom. They kept 7. We don't have Brazen Borrow in the list. Natural Tron incoming. I have all the Spreading Seas. I feel like as cute as the 2 Teferis are, I think this is better to mulligan this and look for a better hand. Even 3 lands plus 2 counters would probably be better. Oh, look. The list wants us to play Shinobi. Mulligan that hand. Oh, they're getting worse. All right, keep. 1, 2. Mull to 4 cards. Looks like we're doing these 4. Snapcaster wouldn't have done it because there was a Torp Orb in play. I mean, 1 land to 0 land to 0 to 1 land to finally lands. I mean, let's be honest. I didn't have much of a choice. I had to mull. I had 1 land to 0 to 1. And we're not keeping 1 landers. Is an opponent the Tron deck? Tell my opponent I have confidence I'm gonna wreck them. All right, let's get the Triumph with white in it. On the off chance I draw something I want with white. Spellstar is not bad. Let's go ahead, fetch Shock here. A little extra blue isn't bad, and black is in hand, but I can get the black now. Watery Grave, and then we'll Spreading Seas. Let's go after the power plant. Oh. Claims and now has mine. Oh. Plays mine, has Expedition Map. Things looking real dicey here. Looking pretty dicey. Let's go ahead and play Bitter Blossom. People saying that we're dead don't realize that we could totally flash in Spell Stutter Sprite. My opponent could have nothing. You know, if we did that, we could get Shinobi and then we'll like crush them. So we have an out. Karn's gonna go after the Bitter Blossom first. They didn't use Sanctum. That worries me. All right. All right, we have an out. We need a Shinobi off the top. It's not quite a Shinobi. But we can do one more. One more draw. Spellstar Sprite's going to be played. We're looking for Shinobi. As long as they don't destroy more of my lands. Exile a card in my hands. Buy Snapcaster. Keeping the Spell Stutter because it's evasive. Great Creator. As long as they don't get anything that kills this. Although, you want to know what's really cool right now? Sundering Titan. 7 mana? Is it 7 or 8? All right. Shinobi off the top. Shinobi into Ulamog from them. Sundering Titan is 8. Okay. All right, we're going to play to our out. Our out is put this into play and get the Shinobi off the top. What's up, Blue? How's it going? It's Shinobi. That's not Shinobi. I think we're dead. Ooh, gifted. Mr. Fringe, Bunny, and Bolt Snap Bolt getting some subs. Thanks, Blue. Confirm not Shinobi. This should be good games. They're going to hit this land, this land, this land. I'm going to be down to 2 lands. No Shinobi. We're losing to Tron. Oh, thanks, Blue. Tuxedo T getting one, too. Bam. In goes the Snapcaster. El Rodeo getting one. Blue, calm down. Put the wallet away. Absolutely. YouTube advice for everyone. I think this is good games, though. They just got an Ulamog, and they're going to eat 3 of my lands. No Shinobis. This is GG's. Iceman getting one, too. We're going to give the GG's. Archmage Charm, Prismatic Endings. Had some lands coming, but they had the big 10. The big 10. Puts it as 1-1 while we're getting rained on by subs. Insight getting one as well. Thanks. I hope it improves for you. I think the consistency in YouTube's where it's at. I think if you can find a niche market, it could even be as niche as you draft and you have the draft, but when you get that chance to, you try to force like always blue-white or something, you know. Burnt getting one as well. Mr. Fringe, you're thinking of, oh shoot, where is it? Do I not have Last God's other list? All right. You're thinking of Sultai Shinobi. It exists. It's just in a different variation. Yeah, Last God, if you want to post the list. I probably have it in my saved like archives stuff. But I had to purge a lot of lists, so I know which one I want. There you go. There we go. Boom. This one. Yes. You got Noble Hierarchs, Ice Fang, Snapcaster, Spell Stutters, even Endurances, all these things flash in, and then you got Fallen Shinobis. This is a really good Shinobi list. It's the hot sauce. Hot sauce. We're playing the medium sauce. Medium sauce versus hot sauce. All right, no companion here. We got a Bitter Blossom, we got a bunch of Kaya's Guiles. We have no way to cast any of the cards in our hand, but we'll find that black source. Don't you worry. Playing Chalice first. A Spell Stutter seems rough main board. It's great. Never lines up. I mean, it definitely has to line up. Some opponent goes to 5. You gotta really lean in to it. Apparently a scam train is close. Don't get on the train. Bird of Paradise, thanks for the sub. That's true, it would be great versus Rhinos. All All right, tappy tappy land, pass the turn. Opponent's got 5 cards. Here we go, match 3. Yeah, when it lines up, you're golden. You're golden. Oh no! All right, we get a retry at the Tron matchup here. If I could get a prismatic ending, that'd be great. Got 3 of them in the list. That is not one of them. All right. Well, Chalice on 1, pass turn. We're gonna get to retry this. If this matchup is that awful, the Sprite Seas might just have to be in, and you have to reconfigure the blue-white elements of this list. We'll see, though. We'll see. Does my opponent have Tron? They do indeed. Counterspell? Okay. Kind of needing black mana, but Flash and Snapcaster and dash in or not dash, Ninjutsu and the Fallen Shinobi. Things could happen. Things could happen. Here we go. Need that black mana. We got a lot of lands. Opponent just sends it back. Snapcaster. Now we just need a black source. Here we go. They're passing back. Black source. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna draw now, and we're gonna find that black source. Draw 2 cards. Here we go. No! Let's draw. Let's draw. Find that black source. Ooh. Chalice is carrying us, though. Black source. What is black, chat? Tron's not doing their thing. We're not doing ours. Looking for the black source. Uh-oh, they found Blast Zone. That gives them 8 mana. All right, we're going to believe it's on the top. We're going to counter this. We're going to full send. I need your power, chat. I need your power. All right, we're in the end step. I need it. Channel swamp. Think swamp. Think black thoughts. Think dark thoughts. Think void thoughts. Black swamp skull. What else? What else? Woolberg, but the Blood Moon. No, not Blood Moon. Here we go. Black source. We're winning this game. Shock it in. Let's go. Here we go. Attack. Shinobi. It's happening. Give me Karn. Big Karn. What absolute garbage is this? It's garbage. Crap. Oh no, power plant. They have 10 mana. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Have my turn, opponent. Have my lovely turn here. Don't mind the Kaya's Guile. Panic. Panic. It's all panic. Okay. Floating some mana. I do like it when our opponents float the mana for us. Look at this. No hands. No hands, chat. I don't know what's a thing. I mean, throw the Fallen Shinobi into the Emrakul. We draw a Spell Stutter. That can counter something on 1. But we have 2 Snapcasters here. So when this Gaia Guile goes down there, I could do that. I have the extra Shinobi, so really I can just have them attack me for 13, and then I could Snapcaster End Step and dash in, or Ninjutsu and Fallen Shinobi. Down ticking with Teferi, even to bounce Chalice, is not that great. For realistic with it. So eliminates Teferi. All right, that's a good play. I approve of that play. And that's smart. Big brain there. Big brain. Okay, throw away the Fallen Shinobi here. I like it. Emrakul gonna go nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Okay. They can only exile opponents, so they can only exile theirs. They can't grab mine. They could definitely pitch this so it's one less spell to deal with, and like, but like, what do? Exile opponents' graveyards and gain 4 life. But I can still like snap it and do it, and then I get rid of their Emrakul. All right, they're not interested in doing anything else. Untap our turn. All right, we have a few Spell Stutters. We have Fallen Shinobi. We got Snapcasters here. Akaya's Guile. Okay. That's true. We only have 1 black, too. So I think we are going to pass a turn. And we're going to see what ends up happening here. I can Snapcaster and Guile. I can make like 3 creatures here. Karn, Great Creator. Okay. I don't think I counter that. Let that resolve. Down ticks. Okay. Let's see what they go get. They're about to boat. They can boat all they want. Boat me, opponent. They have 6 mana right now. Blast Zone currently on 1. I want a board state where I can snap in, or I can Spell Stutter Sprite and then probably Kaya's Guile, or snap and Kaya's Guile down here. And the theory with doing that is then I'd have the Snapcaster, they sacrifice and another creature, and so I have 2 creatures for Shinobi to attack. And the idea being that the attacking spirit gets picked up and the Snapcaster plus Shinobi is lethal. So as long as this isn't something overly frightening here. Walking Ballista. That's a pretty good one. Puts a Walking Ballista on only 1. Interesting. Only on one. I feel like it's a snap Kaya's Guile then. Get rid of the Emrakul. So snap Kaya's Guile. Okay. And then we're going to sack, and we're going to create a 1/1. Okay, now we have two creatures. They have a X1. Could Spellstutter Sprite it? I could have. That's true. Spellstutter Sprite and Kaya's Guile would have done work there. That's an interesting card. All right, combat. I think they're going to mess this up, honestly. I'm going to get the Fallen Shinobi in and 5 them. At least we're going to try to. I mean, I just Fallen Shinobi right now, right? I 5 them and we see what we can hit off the top. There's probably a point where we could wait, but just Shinobi now. I mean, I don't see anything that ruins this. Well, I mean, like them killing me next turn will, but they don't even ping me because they need to lose that. They didn't even up to ping once. We get in and find ourselves a forest. It's lovely. And an Ugin. So kind. I guess that'll do it. So beginning of combat and then in attack phase, Walking Ballista up to 4, ping ping. And then I don't get to ninjutsu because this has to be an unblocked. You have to enter a block step. And so at that point, then they would get their turn back. I would have a decent amount of mana open and would have Archmage Charm and stuff like that. But they can prevent this. I don't know. It was just weird all around. It was weird all around. Give me these Dovin Vetoes as well. Spreading Seas eliminates out. What did we take out as well? 1 Chalice. Let's do 1 Prismatic. Let's keep 2 Chalices. Let's see if my opponent has Torp Orb as well. I feel like I took something else out. Yeah, I don't agree with their line so much. You know what? We haven't seen a lot of counterspell. It's surprising. I took out Giles, and I'm sitting here like they had an Emrakul this time. That's probably why I'm like not seeing the Giles. Let's just take them out again. Let's go for it. Believe in our sideboard strategies. But yeah, the last time the last game, it's like, oh, we saw that, and well, okay, we're just gonna do this game apparently. Keep. I need my black source. Double Spreading Seas. We'll see where this gets us. Now I need the Triome, it looks like, but I don't get the black source. We'll find the black source. We'll do it again. Tide Shaper. I think I want the white because I picked up the Dovin Veto. I am not familiar with Tide Shaper. All right, so Spreading Seas, they're going to do their map stuff, blah, blah, blah. We're going to draw a card, blah, 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 blah. Merfolk, when enters, kick, target land becomes an island for as long as it exists. Spreading Seas all the way. It's a harder card to deal with. Having it on a 1/1 creature just means it could get killed. I guess 2/2 because they have an island. All right, they search for that tower. We have power plant, tower, mine. We have another spreading seas for us. We are on the draw this game, making it a little bit harder. Sphere. Pop Sphere using green mana, probably. Finds themselves a power plant off the Sylvan Scry. Claims away my spreading seas. They have 3 mana. All right. Well, let's get you again. Teferi. Body is an ice with Shinobi. Yeah, I guess that's fair. 4 mana. What do you got for me, opponent? Karn, Great Creator. It's your chance to shine, opponent. Sylvan Scry. Can find the power plant again. Do find the power plant. Can't quite Teferi and put it on a different land just yet. We find a prismatic ending. Guess we're gonna be countering or Dovin vetoing or Archmage charming here. Not a great spot to be in. Oh, I gotta get rid of a card. Get rid of a Spell Stutter Sprite. It's not a very powerful card right now. Power plant, 7, 8, 9 mana. I'm gonna hope they don't have Veil. We did it that way because the Counterspell and Veto are a little bit easier to work with. If I had both up at the same time, I could maybe get some pressure in with a Spell Stutter or something like that. A lot more 2 drops than 3+2, which is 5. Hit a land after vetoing something, Snapcaster becomes more valuable. What do they find? Another tower? We're not finding lands. I just gotta hope they don't have Ulamog, I suppose. I'm surprised at how many not lands I'm hitting. We bumped it up. I guess, Bunny, that would be something to be careful of. I think you had less lands than I did here. Oof. We know it's tower plus an unknown card here. It's counterspell. Tower and what? Oh, maybe it wasn't tower and something. Oh, they just had 2 cards. Okay. That's true. You had 4 baubles and you had Luris. That's fair. It's looking real sketchy. Looking real sketchy. If we had hit a land or 2, the Teferi could have bounced Spreading Seas and moved it over to the mine. A liquid metal coating from my opponent, meaning I will have exactly 2 mana here. Go ahead and prismatic ending the liquid metal coating away here. My opponent can go get it again with a Karn if they want to take their turn doing so. So we'll unlock our Dovin Veto for us. I would pop that relic if I were them. Nice. Okay. Tron confirmed a bad matchup. Tron's going to be a tough matchup. That is a for sure. There's the liquid metal coating again. So I will counter it again. As if not, we're in big trouble. And we're going to just hope the last 3 cards is nothing crazy. Should have used Charm over Counterspell. I couldn't because the Triome was tapped down. Yeah, we're going to go for the whole Shinobi thing again. Another 3 damage here from Ugin. Looking for just Snapcaster, maybe Archmage Charm Draw or something here. Get rid of Karn or get Ugin checked here at the door. That's rough. Okay, map being the last card they have, not too scary. They're going to use Star here and take 1 more draw. We're looking for probably Shinobi off the top. Shinobi with the Snapcaster Mage wouldn't be the worst thing here. I'm going to put Snapcaster in because if we miss the Shinobi, I could at least hit Ugin. Too risky to sprite the map. No, I want Snapcaster in here because I'm going to go after the Ugin if I miss the Shinobi. I mean, we're very far behind. This gives me potentially 1 more draw. All right, veto. All right, so I missed. So we're going to hit Ugin. What I'm going to do is play to... Maybe I don't play Teferi. I just play into Dovin Veto plus Spell Stutter. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm not going to do the Teferi bounce here. We're just trying to have 1 thing in play so that I can use the Shinobi if we draw it. Because if we just bounced and did all that, then they just -3 this, and then they get my entire board. And we've like super overcommitted. Drew another Worm Coil. All right, Spell Stutter coming in here. We need the Shinobi. Real bad. No Shinobi. 1, 2, 3 is not enough here. Oh, Cat. Yeah, that could be fair. Well, I don't think we're winning here in game 2. We're gonna have to go to a game 3. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's gonna matter here too much. I see what you're saying though. All right, they shoot Spell Stutter. My hope is to Archmage Charm into Snapcaster or Spell Stutter Sprite. Play it in end step, Shinobi. Hopefully hit like Ulamog plus something else. Get rid of these. Come back. Come back. Help. We need a lot of really good draws here, so. Granted, Karn the Great Creator gets something I'm going to probably have to counter instead. instead of drawing, which means I think we're just dead here. Yeah, Sundering Titan's enough. This is on cast, right? Enters. Sanctum gets something else. All right, we're going to concede. Draw. The 2 draws were going to be nothing ETB and no Shinobi in sight. Okay. Same strategy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now we're on the play, though. Same strategy on the play. Let's begin match 3. Game 3. Opponent's Jonathan B, 1993, by the way. What is the single fastest single card clock in Modern? Wouldn't it just be like Emrakul, it's 2 swings, or anything that's a 10-10, 2 swings? I'm really tempted to keep this. Prismatic something, and then we have Spell Stutters now. Let's do it. Let's believe in the heart of the cards. I mean, Charbelcher's a one turn kill when you play it. The single fastest single card clock is kind of a weird wording. Yeah, Blightsteel would be 1 hit. Charbelcher could be 1 hit in the right list. Depends on what turn we're talking about. The Sphere, I'm going to hit that. All right, let's believe that the Prismatic on something is good. And let's start countering some stuff. Yeah, I don't get quality options because I'm not a partner. And then affiliates just get them as they fill in, if you will. I think that's the best I can explain it as. There's a star. Making green here. It's going to really be bad if they have an Ancient Strains and I don't have the Spell Stutters up. Bummer. We got rid of the Sphere in hopes that it was a Sylvan Scrying. They had an extra star, and then they had just the 1 drops. Spell Stutters would have been better, but we went with the idea that they had Sylvan Scrying. Worm Coil, that's kind of a terrifying card to see. Well, don't have the blue. Oh boy. Man, pretty natural looking Tron there, considering this is what they picked up. All right. Well, putting the Spell Stutter Sprite in because, well, I guess they have 1 floating. I should have waited on that. This is going to be a doozy. This is going to be a duty. Single card in my head meant not a synergistic card or a combo. I mean, then it's just going to be like Emrakul, right? Well, I can actually counter that. So let's do it. Countered. Getting the value. I mean, we can beat this. I need a little help, but we can beat it. Spreading Seas. On a power plant. It's the one that sticks out to me. Draw a card. Okay. No intention to block. In we go. We're looking for that black mana again. See if they have the power plant. When I'm on turn 15. Black mana, here we go. Right here, right here, right here. Black mana, anything black. That'll do. Okay, gotta leave a blocker back because I'm shocking here. Leaving a blocker back, but we're going. Here we go. Ninjutsu. Hoya. Hoya. Biggin. A biggin right here. Big money. Big money. Okay, well, I can cast this. And it's interesting because I could wilt the worm coil. It doesn't seem like a bad idea. I'm glad they didn't get that. So wilt this. I have to do it now. I could steal the lifelink one. All right. I need them to not kill Spell Stutter Sprite. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish mana over there. It's not too scary. 6 mana. Blocking. They're probably going to leave one back, too, for Shinobi, right? Woo! They sent that one. Like, I blocked this, right? I have to. I think I have to block it. Life total is just so low. Yeah, I can steal this one and attack them again. I should have activated this. All right. So island here. Steal. And attack for 5. Hope we hit something gas here. Karn. Something crazy. Something crazy? Okay, I got the Karn. Can cast Karn. Oh, they just gave up. They gave up. We got Karn. They're like, no. That's crazy. Yeah, we gotta leave up Spell Stutter there. Not that Spell Stutter does too much other than 1-drop. Shinobi Dream. There you go. Shinobi Dream. We got there. So Karn. I'm not sure what I do with Karn here. Obviously, they don't really have a big payoff, so if they did get Tron. I can. I played a land for the turn already. So Karn, I don't know. I don't know what I downtick on. Maybe I just go up. It's tough to say. Tough to say. We got the match, though. 2-1. I think I'm agreeing with you, Last God. We want the 4th one. Thank you for the 100 bits, Derek. This is a fun take on it with the Esper. I'm thinking I like the Sultai one a little bit more. I think the Sultai one's got a little more legs. Does the Sultai one play Spell Stutter Sprite? We had it open. If I scroll up far enough, we'll find it again. How far do I have to scroll? There it is. It does have it, Spell Stutters. You have a Sultai list? I'm feeling like the Sultai list is a little more refined, Bunny, but that's probably because Last God's been playing the list for like 14 years or something ridiculous. So. All right, Luris opponent. Here we go. Yeah, 14 years. Last God. I'm a wolf. Dog years. I had it right. 14 years. It's been a while. Post the list. This is that's a Sultai one. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. It's crab. Well, I'm probably going to need to fetch anyway. I'll just do it now. And I'm going to get the Triome because it gives me the white and the blue. Please don't archive trap me. Please don't archive trap me. Whoa, whoa. That's okay. You know what's great, chat? You want to know what's great? Wait, why are we banning Mortal? By the way, I'm almost dead. I am almost dead. Man, they just tap that in, though. I can eliminate this crab. I don't have many cards left. I have 19. I don't know where this is going, but... How many lands have I already milled? I have 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see I can fetch some. I'm going to fetch now. It seems a little funny to do that. I know I have a Godless Shrine still, because I remembered. And then we'll eliminate the crab. We're going to play a Bitter Blossom or leave counter spells and get the Shinobi, right? They're not going to have a 3-drop, right? Okay. All right. Emrakul in. Chalices can come in here too. And kind of want to do this Emrakul. What do we not need? Kaya's Guiles are probably okay to get rid of. And 1 Prismatic Ending. Yeah, Bitter Blossom could be too slow. We could get 1 Bitter Blossom out. Remember, we have a lot of counters too. All right. Would I like to play first? Yes. Keep. All right. We're going to do the whole not fetching immediately because I want to put Chalice on 1 to stop a surgical, and then we'll start fetching because we're going to spin Emrakul and be happy. Teferi's okay in this matchup, Last God, because I have the Emrakul that came in. If I can have a Teferi in play, and then when they mill me, the milling and the trigger goes on the stack and they can't interact with my Emrakul. That's the theory there. Chalice hits literally all the crabs, so that's why we have it in here. All right, we're good from here. I think we win this from here. I know it seems really silly to say that. They could have Tasha's. So Tasha's is the thing that I have to counter. Chalice down before crab. True. True, true, true. Oh man, they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. Just fetch. Don't care about archive traps. Don't care about really anything my opponent's doing. Tasha's is what we're countering. I might even flash in a Snapcaster Mage here. Let's get the beats on. Look at that. There's another crab. Flash Spell Stutter? I mean, this hits harder. I don't mind them losing this crab here. Part of the reason I went ahead and just did the Snapcaster is it'll be a faster clock. Oh, yeah, we have another Snapcaster, I suppose, for that. Archmage, Fallen Shinobi, Archmage. I can flash in this next Spell Stutter. I don't know, maybe they have an EE for 0. That could be something that I just put Spell Stutter in for. I'm waiting for them to hit my lovely Emrakul. Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm gonna let that resolve. I'll always have lands. Gonna always have lands. We'll put the spell stutter in. Hope they don't have EE exactly. Nice. Another counter spell. Looking pretty good. Should have this one on lockdown. Again, no Tasha's. I don't want them to see the Emrakul if we don't have to. Be kind of nifty. I can Snapcaster Archmage Charm here as well, which seems pretty brutal to them. Especially if I end step Snapcaster Archmage Charm, steal their crab, and start swinging in for 5. That could be fun. I might do that. Drown in the Lock. I don't like that opponent. Let's go ahead and Archmage Charm that. Speeds up the clock just like the other ones. They're clearly distressed here. Okay. Like I said, no Tasha's here. Double counterspell. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Feeling like I want to do that, but I know I shouldn't here. We'll do it next turn for the kill. It's one off there. It's close. I'll leave counter spells. Like I said, I don't want Emrakul to be revealed, so I'm going to counter anything, and then I'll hopefully Fallen Shinobi. The other thing is Fallen Shinobi could get hit by a Drown the Lock if they leave some mana open here. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a little bit off. Well, this could reveal it. Not revealed yet. I agree, Last God. We're trying not to reveal. This is where we want to be. A land would be kind of nice here because I could stop one Drown the Lock. Couldn't stop a second one, unfortunately. Fracture Sanity. Counter. Hide the info. Escanta's busted. Escanta could be quick, right? With a Agent Crab. All right, they just concede. Good, good, good. All right. Ooh, we are going to reveal it too. All right. Good, 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 good. So just send it back. Send it back. Look for that Chalice on 1 to stop a surgical extraction. And on we go. Teferi or a Chalice would be great to see, and I'd never want to draw the Emrakul. Never, ever, ever want to draw the Emrakul. If we draw the Emrakul, I might have to draw with Archmage Charm to hopefully get it back down back into the library with a discard at end step. Let's hope that it doesn't become the case here. Well, we got what we need. Keeping. All right, Island Crab. No crab. I wonder if there's any world in which I would want to go fetch a basic. I guess I have the Godless Shrine. We won't worry about it. What is this? Engineered on 2. So they do have engineered explosives. I'm going to leave as many basics in the list as possible here. Engineered on 2. Archive traps me. Please, no Emrakul. No Emrakul so far. They see the promised end. There's Goy, Fragavan, Darcy as beaters. Solitude and Fury are technically beaters, I guess. All right. Let's go ahead and put this down. Chalice on Uno. Cool. Now we have a couple Archmage Charms. Can't really cast those, but Counterspell plus Spell Stutter are great. Teferi really wouldn't be too bad to get down, even though the Counterspell would be kind of nice too against, say, Tasha's. We need to avoid like Tasha's right here. Oh snap, Mesmeric Orb. Mesmeric Orb. Woohoo! Little throwback. All right, I like it. Can I get a blue source? Untap, untap. Oh, that was the blue source. Okay, we'll shock in. I'm going to just pass with Counterspell open. We want to be sure that they don't eat my Emrakul somehow here. All right, Mills of Crab, Mills of Crab. Well, that was really good for them. Palace in the Clouds. Luris goes to hand here. I'm gonna wait. We'll shock in this and pass turn. That was a good wait there. Watery Grave's excellent here. I could Snapcaster eliminate this Luris. That's an option for me. Can counter it as well. Moondrius, we're doing pretty well. There's the Surgical. All right, so we know that that is kind of the way they would get around my Emrakul. Okay, shocks in. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to counter this Luris. And if they happen to have like Drown the Lock here to counter my Archmage Charm, that's fine. I can Snapcaster eliminate. That's fine too. Mystical Dispute's fine. We have ways to get rid of this Luris. What's up, Big Ben? How's it going? Oh, Emrakul. That's gonna go away, and then instead I'm gonna Teferi and bounce here the Luris, I think. And then I have a counter spell for this when it comes back down. This counter spell is uncounterable. So they're gonna need Tasha's here to get rid of that Emrakul, and with a counterspell showing up here, and quite honestly, my opponent milling themselves out with their own Mesmeric Orb, we have a good shot at this game. I don't even know how much I really care about this Luris, but let's go ahead and counter it. They look special here. Well, they're doing something, but Teferi's here, so we should be clear. And no Tasha's is played here as well. Now, EE does kill our attackers, so we might just have to play the counter spell kind of game here. Shinobi into trap as our close it out. Just mill my opponent out. Counterman, thank you for the raid of 23. That's a good number. How was your stream? Archon, go to bed. Have a good one. This list is sweet. It's enjoyable. I'm having a blast playing it. You know what we need to do? Just Archmage Charm my opponent at the end. Whew, there's a Shinobi. Back to back 4-1 on Jund Saga. Well, there you go. That's some spice right there. All right, Fractured Sanity, I just have to let go. Remember, Tasha's is the problem card now. Well, congrats On the 4/1, oh, that's kind of an interesting card to see in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and spin it off here. Why not? Oh, I don't have enough mana. That's right, it's 1,000 mana in the graveyard. I forgot. It a lot. Let's go ahead and fetch here, see what else we got. Grab the Triome, pass the turn. Snap, CS, counter, snap, counterspell, CS, counter, yes, counterspell. I see what you're saying. Snap Charm might be fun. Possibly. Let's go ahead and Snap Charm and charm ourselves here to draw some more cards. We're at end step, Teferi's in play. Opponent's attempting to do something here. Punt. Mana. Oh, mana, I tapped out incorrectly. My bad. Oh, I have to. We'll just get in for beats then. I mean, this game's, dare I say, very locked up here. I was just tapping the mana super fast. All right, 6-turn clock. We used our, Grayus has his dog and we have our lizard now. We used our lizard brain and just went into autopilot mode. Drown in the Locks a Snapcaster Mage. All right, we're going for it. We're going to get them by having them draw too many cards. Can I memory yet? I don't know. Oh, I can. Sweet. Let's take a Prismatic and let's take a... just take another counter spell. Yeah! Whoosh. Mill. Emrakul! Hooray! And they concede. All right. Basically, at no point can they interact until they get rid of Teferi. We have plenty of counter spells to protect that. Essentially, what we're going to do is just wait for 20-odd some turns, them tapping out stuff. We're going to basically defend their Mesmeric Orb for them, and we're going to defend ourselves from Atasha's. Game's over. Let's move on. 3-1. Punt or no punt? We had the Emrakul Teferi lock on our lovely opponent over there. Working great. Fantastic. What are we playing? The 4 Horsemen? What are you talking about? Maybe. Maybe we need the deck to arrange itself in a certain situation, so Emrakul is the last card we draw. I kind of want to keep this. This is uncastable. This doesn't have a creature. And eliminates great. Keep. Opponent mulligans to 5, mulligans 4, mulligans 3, mulligans to... And it's drawn. And it's drawn. Apparently we should have played Blood Moon. All right. Opponent mulled to Oblivion here. We're going to go ahead and Prismatic ending this so they don't have the green. Good luck, opponent. Have a good one. Yeah, a lot of Tron. Wow, they still got the green source, Ancient Strains, and we'll know full details of what my opponent has. They have a map here. That's pretty good. I want to put the chalice down. But I know if I do that, this is going to come into play tap for a while. Let's do the chalice off of a basic island here. All right. I have a good feeling we have a strong possibility of just winning this by hard casting Shinobi in this one. That being said, my opponent's got perfect Tron mana, like they do. Let's just shock this in to be sure we can counter something in the event that something is there. Opponent's got 8 mana. Here we go. Can't cantrip a bunch. That's good. Cool. All right. I'm going to hold on to the Triome. It has black in it. We need the black for the Fallen Shinobi. The question is, will I try to do Fallen Shinobi shenanigans, or will I wait for a flash creature and then get going? My opponent could top deck anything at any point here. Dangerous noodle this is. I think with 2 Archmage Charms, I wait maybe a turn or 2 here. I'm afraid of them just top decking like Karn and getting rid of Fallen Shinobi or something. If we wait enough, I'll have Fallen Shinobi plus Archmage Charm. Draw with 1? I could. I can do it now. I guess I was looking at, I have 2 counters. My opponent's deck is chock full of 1-drops. Kind of have a lot of things covered here. I could definitely draw with a charm here. Draw and try to hit something to flash in. Then Shinobi. I need 1 more mana to Shinobi plus charm. Unless we want to just go full greed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Countered. One, two, three, four, five, 1, 2. I mean, we're almost just there now to play Fallen Shinobi and have the Archmage Charm. A little afraid of Ulamog. Sanctum. All right. Let's fetch. Water Grave, shock it in. Play this. Draw. Kaya's Guile's enough. You gain 4 life. Each, where is it? Okay, we make a 1/1, all that good stuff. We have Shinobi now. Just make sure we ninjutsu properly here. So black, blue. Shinobi in, got Archmage and Counterspell. Shinobi hits. I'll cast a Worm Coil. That looks great. That looks great. All right. What do you have for me? Nothing? Untap. Swing. 11 this time. Shinobi connects. We find a tower. I can cast this. We can get Castle Vantress. We can pass the turn. Cool. All right. Easy enough. Easy enough. All right, let's play Tron one more time here. The Spreading Seas, the Chalices, the Dovin Vetoes all coming in. Getting rid of the Kaya's Guiles here. The Eliminates. We did 1 Prismatic Ending. I did not have all these Chalices, did I? It's just these 6. Keep getting really excited. I think that works. Being on the play, maybe one more of those. Let's try that. Kind of bounce back and forth with what I want in terms of the 4 in, 4 out. 6 in, 6 out kind of range of cards there. A lot of Tron tonight. I feel like League 2 should be... I feel like League 2 should be Blood Moon based. All right, opponent's mulling to 6 and keep 6 here. We got a game now. Expedition map, looking for Prismatic. We do not find it. That's okay, though. Extra blue's fine. Going to be countering probably whatever we do find here. Okay, let's just shock this in. Got the counter spell up. Counter spell into Archmage Charm, maybe a spell stutter randomly if they try to cantrip. I want to get Shinobi in and Sprite. It's just a nice evasive creature. I don't want to lose like all of my stuff here. Here's a perfect opportunity to Sprite here. Because the 6-drop's not that frightening, even if it's Wormcoil Engine. Ta-da! And now we look fantastic. We put Castle down. I get to attack. I've got an Archmage Charm, and then we're going to hit with Shinobi. Woo! Looks good. Perfect. Perfect example. 2, 4, 7. I feel like I've got to counter this. They need to have another Tron piece and something big here. So let's go ahead and counter. No tower, follow-up 7-drop. Thank you. So we could counterspell and have Chalice down, or we can hope for one and only Karn Big Boy Liberated. Let's see what we hit. Karn or Ulamog, please. Doesn't hit anything. Doesn't hit anything. A complete whiff. All right. Doors are open for my opponent. Help. All right. Well, we went with the Shinobi. We knew that was going to happen. I was hopeful. I was hopeful. Well, I'm allowed to be hopeful. Counter that. Snapcaster's an interesting one. Snapcaster Archmage Charm would be kind of tasty at end step. Draw some cards, find Shinobi. Let's exile Spell Stutter Sprite. Karn Great Creator. Snap. I feel like I want an Archmage Charm here. I could counter this. Let's counterspell. Then I could snap counterspell if they have another bad threat here. Okay. All right. Get rid of Archmage Charm. The idea here is snap Archmage Charm myself, draw Shinobi. That's the dream. It's the dream. Last God's not wrong. You want a lot of Shinobis apparently against Tron. Another tower here. My opponent has 8 mana now. All right, we're gonna go for Archmage Charm, and what we're gonna end up doing here is we're gonna find Shinobi and we're gonna find an Ulamog, and then we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. We gotta live the true dream here, because what does Snapcaster and counter this do? Nothing exactly. Here we go. This is the third Tron matchup. All right, Teferi's intriguing. Let's go ahead and attack Karn. That's going to restart the game if we're not careful. Return. Land drop. Go. I did the thing with Teferi. Have a land opponent. Kills Teferi. Snapcaster into play. The hope being that I find myself a Shinobi off the top. One, two, three, four. Can't do it that way, so just gotta naturally draw it here. Don't tell me you have a kill spell for this. Shinobi. It's a redraw. It's a redraw. Okay. Let's not use my black mana. Let's not use castle either. Let's do it this way. All right. Redraw. Shinobi. I'll attack them. Faster. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. We're gonna have to win it in game 3. I'm gonna let them do this. It's always fun to ult Ugin. It's actually not terribly frightening. A lot of lands. I mean, they didn't put any like O stones or, you know, new Ugins or, you know, nothing that I am too terribly afraid of, but they could cast Ulamog, I suppose. They never deserve when playing Tron. You do realize how many times we Blood Moon people. Coffee shops. Thanks for the party raid. How's it going? You do realize how many times Blood Moon is on the menu for our opponents. Restart the game, leaving in exile. And put those cards on the battlefield under your control. What are they getting? Oh, they're getting Shinobi. They're really not getting that much. Well, I guess Shinobi's a thing. I'm trying to decide if does this shuffle? Restart the game, exile in, leaving in exile all non-aura permanents. I'm gonna just do this in response. I don't know if it shuffles. We're gonna find out. Put on bottom, and I want an island. I want an island. All right. Shuffles happened. We're gonna keep this. They get a Plains and a Shinobi and a Spellstutter Sprite. They're going first. Oh, do these have haste? Wait a minute. Does this actually get to hit me turn 1? All right. Nothing scary. Nothing scary. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So on turn 2, I put in a spell stutter sprite if they attack me, and then I get to... no, I don't get to Shinobi because I have to do that on turn 4. I'm going to be dead. They get another spell stutter sprite. I'm just going to let this happen. This is cool. They were controlled since upkeep. 5 gifted subs if I win this? Like the match, not like the extra game, right? I'm ready for you, Shinobi. Please keep in mind my opponent has Tron, but I have to, like, leave a spell stutter sprite here. All right. I do think we're going to game number 3 against this opponent. Can we put a vote for the last game? Gotta talk to the mods. Did Bunny make you play this? No. I'm playing this. No one makes me play anything unless they donate money. I am the controller of my stream, Evan. Look at this board state. Look at these beautiful, colorful cards my opponent has. All I knew was colorless when we played against Tron, but no, look at this. Our colorless Tron friend is very apt in the color department. My opponent is apparently cantripping like a crazy person, too. Okay. I'm gonna just let him hit me one more time because it's fun. You know you did this, Bunny. Shinobi's a wild ride opponent. Wild ride. All right. Game 3. No changes, probably. No changes. Cantripping like it's the 60s. Yeah, Bunny didn't do any of this. I literally looked for the latest Bitter Blossom list because I was feeling fairies tonight. A bunny. It appeared in the midst of many fishies. And so I played it. It was simple. It was elegant. All right, let's keep this. The league results. Well, you get to see the opening hand that I kept, a non-spreading seas hand. But man, do we have some spell stutter sprites. 2-minute prediction. I might be. Let's see if I can win before 2 minutes. You're in a deep need to see what happens. All right, we've wished our opponent good luck, as it has been quite fun. I'm just shocking. All right, what do we got? Sylvan Scrying. We just have Natural Tron. Just gonna spell stutter this. Spell stutter. Do 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 do. Spell stutter. Do 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 do. I'm really tempted to like wait on the spreading seas here, and I think it is correct to wait and just counter one more thing here. Well, that worked nicely. Go And Spreading sees something now. Draw a card, attack, pass turn. Looking really spicy. Hope you all put in for wins. 4-1 easy has a huge amount. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we have Counterspell. We have a Spell Stutter. The Chromatic Sphere probably needed the green. You regret your vote? It's okay to regret your vote. It's okay. It is an okay thing. Let's just go up here. I'm going to do what blue mages do. Evan taught me this. There is an up mode on this card. Never knew it until now. There you go. 4-1. Fairies. Shinobis. Esper. Modern. Points consumed in the fastest fashion. The trophy is just out of reach, but the treasure chests abound here. 5 of them. Here's your list. Let's grab these cards. Got to get it all on screen. What a list. What a night. We got another league here, but this is our Esper Fallen Shinobi shenanigans here in Modern. It can kill Tron. It can kill Tron. We did it many a time. Spreading Seas, if you're going to run into that many Trons, just play a main board, obviously. But, you know, if you're not, you've got these sweet Spell Stutter sprites. You got the Bitter Blossoms going for you. And you got the Fallen Shinobis. There is a Sultai version of this. There is kind of this Esper version as well. I like both. I think for me, the Sultai ones maybe a little more refined. Like we said, Last Gods played that quite a bit. Bunny had the Esper Faeries, and we tweaked it into Fallen Shinobis instead of Teferi. That's the big one, Jaces, and some other shenanigans. Adding a few lands as well because we don't have as many cantrips as Bunny initially had with the Mishra's Baubles and Luris. After all, we didn't want to play the Luris. We had some big creatures to go find, and those big creatures helped us in the mill matchup. There you go. 4-1. Some fairies. Some pretty fairies. In Modern.